Alright guys, welcome back to my channel, and this right here in front of me is a Mitsubishi Eclipse rack and pinion. It's been destroyed, it's leaking everywhere, and I know I already have a video about this, but I noticed that video did really good, and I noticed that you guys wanted to watch something like that, and also I noticed that that video had a poor quality because it's been done outside and there was a lot of background noise and all that. So I decided I'm gonna make an updated version a year or something later, and I'm gonna go through the process of disassembling this thing and showing you what are parts inside, outside, and what the names are. Right here I have my Mitsubishi Eclipse 2G factory manual that shows all the bits and pieces and all the info that is necessary for pretty much entire car. So I went to a steering power steering side, and I found all of this in there. So first thing that I gotta address is this can be done at home. This whole video is about you doing it at home without a specialty tools, without a need of special tools. So I'm gonna show you little tricks and tips and how to go around not having to spend much money to do this. A rebuild kit for something like this is about $25-30 compared to the whole unit, which is gonna cost you, a rebuilt unit is gonna cost you about $200 nowadays. So without further ado, I'm gonna show you how to get this thing apart and get you going, and hopefully help you guys out with one of these. For the fact, I know that a lot of these, like Nissans and Hondas, are similar, and they're gonna have similar parts, similar design. So you might use this video as a reference to help you out with the other things. All right. So let's start doing this, and hopefully help you guys out with it. All right. So first thing first, we are going to remove this rack over here, or a lot of folks call it the tie rod. This is outer tie rod, and this inside here would be your inner tie rod. So let's remove this outer tie rod. It has a little clamp right here. Take it off. But of course yours will probably come with the ball joint and this locking nut. So pretty simple thing to remove it. You put your wrench right here and hold the locking nut and unscrew this. You have to remember that it's a great idea to mark where this locking nut stops. Mark it right there, so later when you put everything together, your alignment is going to be really close to what it was. Otherwise you're gonna still have to take it to alignment shop and realign it, but this helps. So let's remove this boot, this destroyed boot. This is your pretty much, it's called dust boot, so it prevents dirt and dust from going inside your rack and inside your whole system. So let me grab a screwdriver. There's a clip right here. That's your clip. You can use a lot of people use a regular clip to put it on. Here we go. This is all right there. Then we rag clean this. So there it is, right here on this side. There are grooves, right? And inside here, there's a little, how do you say it? Like a little gear that spins. Your oil from the Powersteering pump goes in here, and then it goes left to right. But I'll show you that in a minute. So you can freely move it, and this is when your steering wheel moves. This part here moves as well. You can still move it without oil. It's just makes it way easier. This thing right here, it actually unscrews, so you can put it right here and unscrew this thing. So let's do that right now. Alright, so I got my pipe wrench right here. There's a little safety shim that you have to take off right there. And then there's one on this side as well. It's just a small washer that you have to, it prevents it from spinning, right? So all you have to do is get a screwdriver, hammer it like so. Now let's put this one right here and tighten it. Put it right there. Get your like that. Like so. You can see how it unscrews. So if you were to change this part, this is how you do it. It unscrews like you see, and this is that little washer that I was telling you. These little grooves, they go inside here like so, and they help it lock and do it. Okay, clip this. Alrighty. So this is your outer tie rod ball joint. Screws on there. If you were to change this, like I said, it's really simple. You don't have to replace this unless it's torn. I mean, this whole thing is destroyed. Alright, there is a it's called stopper nut. The problem with these, they're huge. You can try using this to unscrew it, the pipe wrench. But if you have a nut and a bolt, you can actually weld it or put two nuts together and lock them, and then you can unscrew this, right? So this is your stopper nut, and this is your lock nut. All right, and there's a little spring inside here, and there's a cylinder that goes inside here. But anyway, we got that off. We're gonna remove now. These are your lines actually from your power steering pump. On these lines, if they're leaking, you can see right here, often you have to replace these little O-rings right here. And you can use you don't have to use a lot of people do Teflon and all that. You don't have to, because this is your seal right there. So that one, and then this one. Of course, these are not gonna be this loose. I already took them off, but this is the other one right here, your little rubber seal. Now we have a 12 millimeters right here that are holding this. This goes from your power steering to what's called it goes from your steering wheel. It attaches right here, right? So this is your pinion and valve assembly right here. So let's remove these right here, which are 14 millimeter. These are your oil circulates through here, and this is what controls your steering. It helps it up. We might have some oil leaking, but we'll see. It's been sitting for years, so but a pretty simple design, nothing fancy. These also have a little O-rings at the end, so if you get your rebuild kit, get that replaced as well. And then you're gonna get these on this side. Oh, that's what I'm doing. Okay, one. It's one of your lines, second one. Now we have, oh, put that one there. Okay, now we have this 12 millimeter. One right there. Second one there. There's this one, another stopper nut. So there is a, what is that, 17? 17mm right here. $17mm, and then you can pull your shaft and everything out. Right, there is 2 seals right here, right? There's one right here, the rubber seal, you can see it, and there's one right here. Those are the oil seals that you have to pay attention on. And the book says gently tap the pinion to remove it. So gently tap it. Right. I tried tapping it before with the rubber hammer like they say. It doesn't work. So, all right. So here's your pinion gear, your shaft. Right. This is your rubber seal that goes right here. Pretty simple to take it off. To install it, you get a socket that is as big as this diameter, and you just hammer it in. Same with this one inside here, but this one inside here, you have to be careful because it has a, I don't know if you're gonna see it, but there is a bearing inside there. Okay, so you have to be careful with that one, because that bearing goes around here, and that's where it alright, so this one right here, these are the Teflon seals, Teflon O-rings. They're, I think, split ones. Let me see if I can see it. Maybe not. But right here, there is a little locking ring for these. But we're not gonna remove those, so you can see them. You just separate that, and then that's your shaft. So we got this side out. So since we got it off, we should be able to pull this thing out on the other side. Or maybe not. So, since we can't pull it out, we're gonna remove this one too. Same process like before. Leave it there. All right. Same thing. Hammer this. Locking washer. Turn it around. Hammer it too. Again. Right there, all good, like so. Alright, so we got this side off. Put your locking washer right there. forgot to show you, but on this side is that cylinder right inside here, and that's your cylinder, and inside there is a bearings right on both sides. So this bearing is already gone because there's the balls everywhere. So you can pull this one out if, of course, we can find a way how this one. Just like in the last video, we're gonna hammer this all the way around. There's a little locking wire right here, and let's so since we're unscrewing it, we're gonna do it like that. That. There it is. If you can see right here, that's your locking wire. So now we're gonna go the opposite way. Since we found it, you can see it's already starting to this actually holds this whole thing from unscrewing and popping out, so that's why it's there. You will actually get a new one in the kit. There it is, right there. And if you wanna put it on, you put it like that, and then you start screwing, and it'll go in there, right? So now we should be able to pull this cylinder up like so. And just like in the last video, you have your bearings in there, oil seals, not bearings, oil seals, and then you have a couple of them right here. This is the one that I just said, that's locking your power steering, holding it. This is your oil ring, comes off of here, and your oil bearing. The bearing, oil seal too. So this one you pull out, put the new one on. This O-ring, put the new one on, and there is this Teflon as well. Then you're gonna get a new one in the kit. So like so. Here it is. Little. Pretty much that's it, guys. Easy how to do it. If I was you, there's a lot of corrosion on this one because this was actually getting all that dirt from the boot, because this is the side that boot was better than this side, so there was way less dirt inside, and you can see here the dirt, the dust, the rocks, everything went in here, and you know, damaged a lot of these seals that you're gonna have to replace. Anyway, we can assemble it. We don't have to, but it's a pretty straightforward thing. In my case, I'm not rebuilding this one. This is for just demonstration. I will, however, put this in a separate bin and keep it, because like I said, these power steerings are getting harder to find nowadays, especially the cars that are on are 20-30 years old, so parts are getting harder to find. You saw it. It's pretty easy thing. I haven't used the vise to hold this rod to help me out. I do have it, but it's on a different table. That would help you a lot. Or, like I said, you can use these and hold it. Some of the power steering, these racks, actually this is a shaft. Some of them actually have an indent in here, so you can put your bigger wrench and unscrew it. Like the one that I did in the previous video, I had that, and that was off of the Nissan. And yeah, it had it, so yeah, that's pretty easy thing to do. Anyway, that's pretty much what I wanted to show you guys. An easy way to disassemble your power steering. Put it together, same thing. You don't need that much of tools. Just the simple things. Like I said, pay attention on the seals. These, if they have been damaged, they will have actually a play in here, so you would have to outer tie rods, you're gonna have to replace them as well, because sand and dirt actually goes in there. And see, this one I have it inside, I can feel it, so this one would have to be replaced. Otherwise you're gonna have that on your wheel, you're gonna have that play as well. So pretty much that's all I wanted to show you guys. A quick video about this power steering off of the Mitsubishi Eclipse. Nothing special about it. Just an easy disassemble. On these also, don't forget to change them. They come in a kit. These are your Teflon seals. This is what actually stops the fluid and seals it enough so it doesn't leak from chamber to chamber, and then stops from doing what it's supposed to, which is send fluid through these lines and push this rod left and right. That's what helps you steer easier. So yeah, again guys, thank you for watching, and I really hope that this video helps some of you. Like I said, you can do it at home, especially torn boots and all that, the tie rods, pretty simple thing. If you don't want to go in depth changing all these seals and everything, you can do a simple things like if this boot is not leaking, you can change it. You can change just the boot and then do the ball joints, change them, because look at that one, is all destroyed. So yeah, again, thank you for watching. I really hope this video helped you guys. If you're new, consider subscribing and make sure you like it, share, and stay safe guys. Laters.